Hello all and welcome to a very Nackte Christmas 2024. We're coming to you tonight from the Iridescent Theater on Camp Nackte here in Stockdale, Texas. We have a wonderful show planned for you this evening. We'll start out with a brutally honest take on the very first Noel. Then we will move forward in time to the 1800s and drop in on our old pal Charles Dickens with A Christmas Carol. Finally, we'll wrap it up with a modern retelling of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Each one of our segments tonight will be punctuated with an intermission where you can get up and refill your drink, go to the bathroom, or just keep not paying attention. In any case, it is my dubious distinction to introduce you tonight to Iridescent. Who? Iridescent. Ira here will be narrating each one of our segments with those velvety smooth vocals she's not normally known for. So with no further ado, Ira, take it away with the birth of baby Jesus.
Thank you so much, Joe. Have you ever met the baby Jesus?
No, Ira, I never have.
Well, keep talking about me like that and you're going to go meet him. Anyway, as we know, the story of Christmas is fundamentally about a little Jewish boy named Josh. No, seriously, look it up. In a town called Bethlehem. I am from a small town in Texas and I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, our story begins with a very, very, very young girl named Mary, her uncomfortably older boyfriend Joseph, and a baby daddy no one can see. Oh, and a couple of religious dudes. Now, Mary was a very, 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 very young girl with an oddly common name. Seriously, there's like 8 to 10 Marys and 14 Josephs, multiple Marthas. Was everyone's name Mary, Martha, and Joseph? Anyway, the specific Mary was in trouble. She had a bun in the oven. She needed to trap a man already. Worse yet, she's a little girl between 8 and 11 and had no clue how she's got knocked up.
I mean, I kinda know.
Then how did this happen? Aren't you on birth control?
You mean like sticking Goku up there?
What? What year is this? 1 BC? How did anyone survive back then? But you have options.
Well, I could go to a priest and get an abortion.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay though. I've decided to keep the baby. It's a miracle of the Lord. God himself got me pregnant.
That's not how pregnancy happens.
Joseph, I have something to tell you.
What?
I'm pregnant.
What? I'm gonna be your father? Who's the mother?
You mean father. You are.
What? I can't be. My cousin's a goat herder. I know how babies are made. We'd have to be locked in a barn for like 3 days.
Surprisingly, we waited another 2,000 years before we felt like sex ed was a good idea. And even then, over 22 states have banned it. We're not getting off this rock, are we?
Who's the father?
God?
Seems suspicious, but what do I know? Public education won't be invented for another 1,800 years. Little Joseph Jr.
Actually, an angel came to me. He said that his name will be Emmanuel, and the whole world will know him by this name.
And from that point forward, no one called him Emmanuel. Literally. Not once, ever.
Okay, fine. Joshua it is.
Did you hear anything I just said?
And from that point forward, they called him Joshua. Well, for a few years at least, until a couple mistranslations, mispronunciations, the King James Version. the good old US of A, and now it's pronounced Jesus. But I digress.
So to sum it up, you're about 8 months, 3 weeks pregnant, right?
Right.
I'm a modestly wealthy public engineer with a really nice house, and you're about to get ready to drop. And it probably would be a good idea for us to just stay home so that way you'd have access to a nice clean bed and doctor.
Obviously.
Hmm.
God damn it, we're not doing that, are we?
So I had this idea. What if we wandered aimlessly from town to town? So whenever you finally do give birth, we won't be at all prepared. And of course, it will be the worst of all situations.
Seriously, fuck my life. Are we lost? We've been walking the Judean wilderness for quite a while now.
I mean, there's a sign up there that says Camp Nackte.
Seriously? Oh, I think the baby's coming.
That makes one of us. We need to find you a hospital.
Really? Oh.
Unfortunately for poor Mary and her incredibly inconsiderate husband, who wasn't really the baby's daddy, hospitals weren't a thing yet. Think less socialized medicine and more current day red state.
Red state? We're all gonna die. We're brown immigrants.
And so they were, for almost 2,000 years, until Republicans decided that they were Bible-toting white Americans.
Hello? About to give birth here.
Midwife?
Sorry, your insurance doesn't cover that.
Epidural?
Not covered.
A doctor.
You're not getting this whole red state thing, are you?
Hotel reimbursement for recovery-based care?
Yeah, right.
Prenatal care? Qualified obstetrician? Gynecologist? Something?
Nope. Nay, nada, niet, nine. Not at all.
Birth control.
How dare you? This is a Christian story. There are children watching.
What about a nice hotel?
Booked.
Hourly motel?
Sorry, the RNC is in town.
Airbnb.
Oh, sorry, we haven't been gentrified yet. How about barn?
Barndominium?
Barn? God damn it, we're going in that barn, aren't we? Ugh, I should have blamed it on that Roman soldier.
Oh my god, you just gave birth! Something that's so traumatic that it actually kills 25% of all women who do it. And you're a little girl under the age of 12? Also, the fact that you're married to some old dude? Yikes!
Wow, thanks for pointing out the obvious.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, what are you wearing? Your clothes are in tatters and it's sub-zero temperatures. You look like a train wreck.
Huh, you just keep going.
You're covered in blood, look like you've been hit by a bus, which means it's the perfect time for company.
Company!
Yay! But seriously, if your husband knew you were about to pop, wouldn't he actually leave you at home so you'd have access to a doctor? Does this dude not care about you at all?
I don't fucking know.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm seeing this. Holy shit!
Yeah. Sorry. If we were home, I'd have access to clean diapers. Wait, who are you three? What are you doing here?
We three kings of Orient are.
What are you doing? Stop singing. It's the middle of the night. It's freezing cold. We're in a barn. I just gave birth. How did you get here?
We followed a star.
A star!
A star.
Ow, that doesn't make any sense. Social navigation hasn't been developed yet. It doesn't guide you to specific locations. It's not Google Maps. This all seems very anachronistic right now.
An anachronism, children, would be as if Mary and Joseph used Google Maps to find Egypt. The more you know.
Also, if y'all are kings from the east, doesn't that mean you're from one of the 10 very developed Roman cities in Israel called the Decapolis? And if so, doesn't that mean you could throw me on one of your horses and take me to a hospital, a clean bed, and fresh water, possibly within the hour?
Well, we've come bearing gifts to the newborn king, frankincense and myrrh.
Brr!
Myrrh.
What the fuck am I gonna do with perfume? Didn't you hear me? I need a hospital.
Lady, you're in a bar. The whole floor is covered in goat shit. What else do you want?
God damn it, you're just gonna leave me here, aren't you? Give me the fucking perfume.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, King Herod is killing all the babies.
What? He wouldn't. He couldn't. I voted for him. He said he was going to make Jerusalem great again.
He literally said he would do this.
I didn't think he'd actually do it. I mean,
He did it last time too. He literally had his sons murdered. At this point, he could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and murder someone, and you would still support him, wouldn't you?
I thought it would affect everyone else. I didn't think it would affect me.
I'd like to point out that instead of King Herod, they did have the choice of his much more popular sister, Queen Salome I, who championed LGBT rights equality and women's rights, and actually had a religion of drag queens and trans women who went around and performed for charity. No, really, look it up.
But her scrolls.
Jesus.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Come on, Mary, get up. We're going to flee to Egypt.
Egypt? Why Egypt? We could just go to the part of Israel ruled by Herod's amazing sister. Weren't you listening to the narrator? It's only a couple miles away. Egypt is over 500 miles away, and we have to pass a nearly impassable desert, not to mention a highly contested international border.
Good points. Good points. All good points. To Egypt we go.
God damn it. Passing through the desert on foot with a newborn baby? What if the border patrol gets us? What if we get deported?
Don't be silly, my love. What kind of evil person would do such a thing? What kind of person would persecute poor, brown, starving mothers and children fleeing political violence from their home countries? What kind of person, I ask you?
And so the Holy Family walked 500 miles and lived happily ever after, and nothing bad ever happened to them. Ever. At all. Not once. The end. Now, as anyone who studies history knows, the modern version of Christmas was largely the creation of Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens' brilliant 1843 book, A Christmas Carol, is world famous for its portrayal of finding the true meaning of Christmas by scaring the shit out of rich people. You see, back in the mid-1800s, rich people could learn a valuable lesson by being visited by ghosts and seeing how terrible things might have been had they not been such an awful person. Unfortunately, in the real world, that doesn't work at all. In our second story, Mr. Scrooge is at home resting. He's had a very long day of stripping workers of health insurance and overtime pay. Across town is the poor family of Bob Cratchit. His wife, Mercedes, who fashions herself a dancer, and their poor, frail waif of a son, Tiny Tim. Poor Tiny Tim. I'm gonna miss you.
Wait, how come you're saying it like that? Like, poor Tiny, is something bad gonna happen to me?
Oh, my baby boy.
You look so cute today. You look just like your daddy.
Well, he does have my eyes. I'm sorry we can't afford a holiday ham this year. Scrooge hasn't paid me enough money to afford housing and food.
Does that mean that we're gonna have gravel soup again this time, Mommy?
Yes, we are, baby. Sadly.
Bob, if Scrooge doesn't learn empathy and give us our health insurance back, little Timmy's gonna die.
Wait, I'm sorry. Gonna die? How does Scrooge learning empathy fix whatever it is that I have? Like, how is that a qualified medical prognosis? Did my doctor tell you this?
Well, it's the 1800s, baby. Everybody dies.
That doesn't make any sense.
Meanwhile, at the luxurious home of Mr. Scrooge, he gets a visit from his old pal, Elon Muskie.
Scrooge! Elon? Is that you?
wake up. I'm here from the aftermath with a warning. If you don't restore health care and benefits to the thousands of workers in your factories, you'll make a fortune and only get richer.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't stop busting unions, you'll be able to keep hiring conservative Supreme Court justices, and you'll never be held accountable for bankrupting the middle class.
Well, yes, that was already the plan.
At that very moment, the ghost of Christmas past showed up to show Scrooge how his life went wrong by prioritizing money over family.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past, Scrooge, and I'm here to show you how your life could be very different if you had made different choices.
Different choices? Bah! Humbug! I'm one of the richest, most powerful men in the world. Why would I want to make different choices?
The beloved family?
Ha! I've got a line of supermodels out the door. When I tire of one, I simply get one a bit younger. I've got every supercar ever made, and I've got a palace on every continent. They use my Antarctic ice palace and die another day.
I see I'm wasting my time then. Fine.
Wait, what? Still fucked? God damn it. Have we even tried anything holistic? I mean, do people normally die from this? It's a cough and a limp. Maybe it's mold.
No.
A cold?
Sorry, no.
Some pollen, dander, dust? I don't know.
No.
Smoke inhalation? Underhydration? Whooping cough?
No.
Allergic to rust? Maybe it's asthma.
No.
Lung plasma?
No.
Hypochondriasis?
What?
All of these things are easily treatable. Fuck.
Realizing how hopeless the situation was, in walks the ghost of Christmas present.
Hello, Scrooge. I'm the ghost of Christmas present, and I'm here to show you how your actions are affecting your employees. Come along and walk with me.
All right.
Where are we? What a dump.
Seriously, poverty tourism? That's so offensive.
And if you look through this window, you'll see Tiny Tim, a fragile little boy. Ever since you took his family's health insurance, he hasn't been able to go to the doctor. And now he's sure to die.
Wait, I'm going to die? Like, I thought that this was still up in the air. Like, there's still a chance he could see the error of his ways.
He seems to have afforded that chair just fine.
Seriously? Nothing?
Are we done here?
Fuck it.
Ooh. I have some senators to purchase in the morning. I'd like to get my beauty rest.
I'm the ghost of Christmas future. I'm here to show you what your end will be due to your greed and the hoarding of wealth. Oh. Well, looks like due to your extravagant wealth, you're able to afford the best health care, doctors, and medicine that money can buy. You actually live a long and healthy life.
Yes! I knew it!
Well, your employees, on the other hand, well, poor little Tiny Tim dies.
Oh, still fucked. God damn it. Well, I guess my mom can finish this food at least.
Oh, don't bother. She dies too.
Wait, what? She dies?
Oh, terrible death. So much pain. Poor thing was just heartbroken after you passed. Well, you're probably the reason she died.
Pops?
Oh, what's even worse?
He dies too?
House fire. Dies screaming. Even the neighbors are still traumatized. Oh, it took hours too, not even a quick death. Oh, just horrifying.
Rover?
Hit by a carriage. Poor thing just suffered and suffered.
What? We all die? Well, I guess we can enjoy this one last Christmas together?
Oh, no. Yeah, baby, sorry, that doesn't happen.
What?
And so the whole Cratchit family died in poverty, while Scrooge lived a long life of wealth, happiness, and fun. Because, well, that's reality. And finally, here we are, Christmas 2024, surrounded by your chosen family. 'Twas the night before Christmas, one night before Hanukkah, 2 nights before Kwanzaa. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The gays were all nestled, all snug in their bed. Sepia tones? It doesn't say anything about being in black and white. Did I miss a meeting? Anyway. While visions of paupers danced in their heads, the top in his nightgown, bottom in his cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. They sprung from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window they flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. That's gay for curtain.
Someone crashed on the lawn.
When what to their wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
It looks like some homeless guy with a bunch of big dogs.
With a little old driver, so lively and quick, they knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
Nick? Who the hell is Nick?
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all.
Oh, I know this song. To the window, to the wall, to the spec. Quick, call the neighborhood watch.
Call the police!
So up on the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, they heard on the roof,
He's on the roof.
the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As they drew their heads and were turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Really? Wizard of Oz? A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
A what?
A peddler.
A what?
A peddler.
A what?
A salesman.
Oh.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and they laughed when they saw him, in spite of themselves. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. A wink of his eye and the twist of his head soon gave them to know they had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work, and he filled all the stockings, and then turned for a jerk. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Guys, stop, for real. Hello, let's get back on the script. What do you think this is? OnlyFans? No, quit it. Guys, no, Santa only gets to come once a year, and it's not this time. Hey! We have a show to do. Now quit it! and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Baby, it's cold outside, and there ain't nothing to do. And I'm here alone, just thinking about you. 'Cause Christmas is coming, and I've got the holiday blues. Winter is way too long, or maybe that's my excuse. Break out the Christmas cheer, and I'll have a glass or two.